This video has been a long time coming. I met the guys from BC Precision Ballistics at SHOT Show a couple of years ago, and we quickly hit it off. And you can see a video where I interviewed Brian at SHOT Show talking about the 6mm Max cartridge that brings the updated ballistics and bullet weights of a 6mm round with the cross compatibility of almost all standard AR-15 parts outside of barrels and magazines. Some of the biggest benefits of this round are the ability to have a very large spread of grain weight options for differing purposes, and the use of the standard AR-15 bolt carrier group. This means that you can get faster velocities and more energy with better wind handling characteristics while maintaining SAMI pressures and creating less wear and stress on the firearm as compared to some similar rounds, all in a familiar system, manual of arms, and tools. Now, the round is pretty new, but it's been putting up some exceptional performance in both hunting and competition. Now, I'm not much of a hunter, so after talking with the guys at BC Precision, I decided that I wanted to build a precision gas gun based off of the 6mm Max. And because I like things custom to me, I elected to build my own gun instead of waiting and paying for a pre-built one. This may or may not have been a mistake, as it took me significantly longer to get this thing set up correctly than I would have preferred. And also, I ran into an issue where, at least on this particular build, it does not like my Silencer Co. Omega suppressor. However, after a lot of personal trial and error, I've got this thing dialed in and I'm ready to begin grabbing more dope and hopefully hitting up some competitions for the remainder of the year, and then hopefully more in earnest next year. Now, the purpose of this particular video is to go over my build and how I decided to put this thing together. Then in future videos, we'll grab some range footage of grabbing dope and sending some distance shots, and then maybe some competition shots as well. For algorithm police purposes, none of this is sponsored. Yet, hopefully. This video will not show how to install anything. Nothing changes the rate of fire, affects safety, deals with large capacity magazines, or anything else that would constitute the video being removed, but it probably still will. So let's jump into how this thing is configured and what parts I elected to use. So obviously the crux of this is the 6mm Max components, which include the barrel and the magazines. The magazines are pretty simple. You just use the Duramag 350 Legend magazines, which are actually pretty affordable. For the barrel, I went with a Sons of Liberty Gunworks 18-inch barrel. I went with 18 inches to get more velocity than a 16-inch or SBR, but I didn't want to go too long either, as I still wanted to be able to maneuver between positions more easily and possibly add a suppressor. Though there are videos of a 10.5-inch barrel hitting targets out to 1,000 yards, I felt like the 18-inch range was going to be a good compromise between portability and velocity-based accuracy for distance. Attached to the barrel is an SLR adjustable gas block for maximum gas control, and also in case I want to change to suppressed in the future. The front of the barrel is sporting an American Precision Arms Generation 4 Fat Bastard brake, featuring 5 blast baffles with tunable ports on the top for maximum customized recoil attenuation. This barrel is fit to a predominantly Sons of Liberty Gunworks setup, which includes the receiver set, the handguard, the bolt carrier group, charging handle, and safety selector. Now, at the start of this project, BC Precision had a partnership with Sons of Liberty, and I was also doing some video work for Sons through their marketing department, so this just made it a natural fit. But what makes this even more special is that the receiver set is the broadsword combination. And there's 2 major things that are upgraded from a regular receiver set, which is the interconnectivity between the upper receiver and the M89 handguard, and the extended trigger length of pull to the grip. With the drive lock mounting system, the broadsword anti-rotation fitment helps to make the lockup of the handguard even stronger, and the extended lower provides a more natural hand and trigger finger position, especially for precision rifle work. To complete the lower receiver, I used the Geissele Enhanced Lower Parts Kit, which provides the appropriate springs and detents, as well as the textured takedown pins and the maritime bolt catch. Also from the Geissele family is the SSA Competition Flat Trigger. For the buffer and stock setup, I have an intermediate length buffer tube with green spring sitting inside of a Magpul PRS stock. For a grip, I wound up going with an Anarchy Outdoors Alpha precision rifle grip. And I like this thing so much, I've started putting it on some of my other precision guns. Designed with military and police snipers in mind, it has a hand stop on the bottom for a long engagement so that your hand won't tire or slip off. And it has a dual purpose thumb ledge that also brings your trigger finger to a more natural position for trigger management. It's very lightweight and the texture and geometry is very nice, filling in that palm. My scope is the Primary Arms GLX 4.5-27 with the Athena BPR mil reticle. Now I've done a video on this scope and you can check out from a link in the description or up above. The scope is mounted in a Reptilia AUS mount with an offset RMR plate for spotting and an integrated bubble level to help keep everything even keeled. And that too, you can find a video about in the description. For a bipod, I keep flipping back and forth between my Harris bipod and my UTG over the bore bipod. Each of them has their pros and cons, but as I intend to use this setup for PRS, I like that I can quick detach the UTG over the bore for stages that I might not need it and not have to worry about messing with M-lock attachments or anything that might get caught up on the bottom of the handguard. And lastly, for attached accessories for now, I have the Hawk Hill RMD or rifle mount data holder that I can write down my holds for a particular stage to have in my immediate peripheral vision for quick engagements. And this is the current setup I'm using. If you have any questions about some of the different parts or want individual videos about them, let me know in the comment section. Then be sure to use your trigger finger to tap or click on the like and subscribe buttons so you can get notified when future videos are released. If you're looking for amazing gun lube, funny tactical t-shirts, endorsed gear, or a copy of the book that I helped to co-author, The 6 Bullets You Can't Leave Home Without, head over to SPG1Tactical.com. If you're looking for outstanding training, check out Intuitive Self-Protection at intuitivesp.com or the ISP Facebook page where you can find course schedules, videos, and student testimonials. And lastly, be sure to stay safe, stay smart, and stay tactical, my friends.